Hey, what's up? Good evening, everybody. We are live. Seems like my camera's a little bit off for some reason. Good evening. Welcome to the stream. Just trying to get caught up here on what's going on. So we did pop up pretty nicely here after the close. We kind of closed. We pulled back a little bit, found some buyers and ripped up to value area high, kind of rejected there. Now we're pulling back all the way to the point of control, previous day's point of control. So that's what we're looking at right now at the moment. It is a bank holiday tomorrow, so I don't know that we're going to have a lot of volatility. I was just taking a look at crude oil, and for some reason it's not open. So it's a holiday, so that one's not going to be open because this is a NYMEX to trade oil. So that's going to be closed, I guess, until Monday. So we won't really be able to get an indication from that as to how the market's going to be moving today. But welcome to the stream. Good to see y'all, everybody. I did take a little short scalp here on one of my, I just got some take profit trader accounts renewed, and took a little short there on this little breakdown. Locked in at $60, so it's a little small base hit. Not going to be going with too big a size today, considering it's a bank holiday. We got a little bit of low volume. That's all right. It's all right. Man, it's feeling a little toasty in here. I'm going to open the window. I'll be back in a sec. Sorry. All right. So we got a few people trickling in here and there. It's a little bit early still. Good evening. So we do have a bullish fair value gap that we're pulling into that we made sort of at the end of the market there. It's going to be interesting to see if this ends up bouncing here. We do have the POC down here. How's gold looking? Maybe we can watch gold as a secondary. Gold isn't moving either. So it looks like COMEX is also closed. So I guess we're only going to be watching NQ, ES, and I guess maybe we can throw up YM as a third indicator. So it looks like they're all working together right now. Hey, Sean Reeves, what's up? Good evening. How you doing? So we're pulling back here right to the point of control, previous day's point of control, bouncing a bit. Get a little bit of volatility at the moment. Wondering if the buyers are going to be here or not, or the sellers are going to be keep pushing us down right through the point of control. We still have this inverted fair value gap that's been holding. Yeah, my week's been pretty good. Caught a couple pretty nice moves with the volatility from oil there. Almost passed an Lucid eval 50K. Working on that guy. I got about a couple $100 to go on that one. How about you? Hey, Q4 pilot, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, I took I caught a couple nice trades. I was down a little bit in one account, but I was up like 1,500 in a different account in my Lucid eval. Kind of struggled out of the gate. I took about 3 or 4 losses in a row first thing. So I did just jump it along here in this take profit trader eval. Looks like I might get stopped out here. I'm locked in some profit on 2 micros or 2 minis, sorry. So we're up about 235, hoping for a bit more of a bounce here. Come on, let's go, boys. Let's go. Yes. There we go. Locking in some more. We're up 335 in this trade right now. I wasn't planning to go with big size, but I like the fact that we are sitting on the point of control down there. Looking like I might get stopped out here. Might be out of this trade here. Yeah, there we go. We're out there. All right, so 350 in that account. Nice. So I got these 5 new take profit trader evals that renewed the start of the month. So never mind, guys. I accidentally was trading my Lucid account, so it looks like I just passed it. I think I passed it. That was a mistake actually, but it worked out. I went with 2 minis, and now we're up at 53,135. So, oh, you have 5 XFAs now. Now you just gotta start making money with them. Good job. Sweet. Yeah, I think I just passed this. I'm just gonna check my Lucid dashboard here and make sure that that's all I needed. So, yeah, you gotta start making some money with those guys, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think all I needed was 3,040 to pass this. So yeah, I think that's good. I think I passed this guy. So I'm gonna manual lock this guy out now, so I don't accidentally trade it. Let's just do it till let's go 11:59 p.m. Well, that was a good mistake. I thought I was in my take profit trader account. So I started these take profit trader accounts today. This guy here is up. Down. This one I lost a little bit. I took 1 trade, I lost 280. This guy I made 575, and yeah, so I did take 1 trade on this account, or 2 trades actually, 1 winner, 1 loser, so I'm down 15 there. Oh my gosh. What are a couple things I like about Lucid and TPT? Well, Lucid, the main thing I like about Lucid is it's a one-time fee, right? There's no activation fee. Their rules are pretty decent, especially when you pass their funded stage. They have great service, super fast payouts. I think they're one of the fastest payout companies out there. So those are great. TPT, I like it because you can do payouts every day if you want. Once you get past their buffer, I mean, it's a little bit tough in the pro account at first because you got to get past the 2,100 level to build that buffer, and then there's no consistency after that, right? So you could have a super big winning day, a couple grand, and no payout caps, right? It's always nice. Yeah. Hope this can climb back up. Bag holding a few micros just before that dump. Oh, that's too bad. Yeah. Well, this is going to be a key level here, this point of control. We might play around a bit here, but if we're going to recover, this would be definitely an area for that, right? No guarantees, obviously. We are trading on low volume today because it is bank holiday tomorrow. Gold and oil are closed, so we don't really get to see that for, you know, indication of what the price is going to do. So hard to say, bro. If you're not down too much, you can always just cut it, right? You can always just cut it. Hey, Johan, how you doing? David Haynes was in a micro on that dump, seeing if it can climb back up. Oh, you're in. Are you were in a long, David, and it pulled back on you there? Went short MES 66.17, one contract. Let me see where we at right now. 66.17. All right, nice. Just be aware too, we got the same level, kind of the point of control, previous day's point of control at 609. Let's take a quick look at the book here. Bookmap's acting a little bit slow. Yeah, it looks like it's closed tonight. I was looking at oil and gold, and both of them say they're closed because it's a bank holiday tomorrow. So I think the only one that we're going to be able to trade is CME contracts, Chicago Mercantile Exchange. The other ones are closed here, so. So that's awesome, guys. So that should definitely pass that account here. So let me just, I'm going to get into the dashboard here. Back to trading dashboard. Oh, quite crazy. I can upgrade it. So beautiful. So here's that account, up 53,135. I started trading it here on the 31st, made 1197 that day, 69 this day, 1,519 there, and then another 349 here today. So got that guy passed. It's always nice. So got one more funded. So that means I got 3 funded accounts right now, 2 with Top One Futures, 1 with Lucid, and I got some top take profit trader accounts that I'm working on. So Tim, what's that? What's so funny? Too funny. Yeah, if you guys are holding a micro from up up in that before that dump, I would be a little careful if it pushes below, especially if you start pushing, closing below this point of control, 24 159 160 area. I would definitely be a little concerned. Maybe you can just kind of wait for a bit of a bounce and get out. Not financial advice, but this could just continue rolling over, right? If we look at this trend line here we took trades off earlier, where we broke out right at the end of the trading session there, right before the end of the day, we could end up coming back down to retest this area where we got the 200 EMA and that trend line. So yeah, okay, well, hey, $100 loss isn't the end of the world, right? You can get that back in a couple of little trades, no problem. So probably smart, right? Just, you never know what it's gonna do at this point, right? We're kind of like back into the middle of this whole area. It's like a 50-50, a coin flip basically, of whether we're gonna go up or down here at this point. As you can see on the book map here for NQ, we have orders above and below. So we're kind of have a mixed bag right now. So nothing really clear at the moment. Now, if we end up holding this level and start climbing back up, I mean, that's obviously a good sign for the bulls. But there's a good chance that we're just going to kind of go lower here and get back into this 4-hour inverted fair value gap. Or it's a 1 hour, sorry. 1 hour inverted fair value gap. Should label that up, actually. Should be yellow. There we go. Yeah, gold's not moving and oil won't be moving, guys. The market's closed, right? It's a bank holiday tomorrow, so both of those won't be moving today. So you won't be able to see gold or oil moving. So you're kind of stuck with ESNQ or YM or RTY maybe. I think RTY might be moving too, right? Let's see. Yeah, RTY is going. Silver, so all the metals, all the commodities are closed. So if you're looking for something that's moving a little bit faster, NQ. JB Trader, what's up? Johan said 24 156 previous week VWAP. 24 156. Found it looks like we found a little bit of support there, hey, on this little pullback, which is kind of interesting that it's lining up with the previous day's point of control. So this morning's price action point of control. What's up, everybody? We got 12 people in YouTube and 3 people in X. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Hey, 5 likes on the stream already. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank you. You guys rock. Always showing the love. So yeah, today's been a pretty good day. Past that, finished the second half of that Lucid eval and locked in some decent wins on my take profit trader. Might stay away from my funded accounts today. We'll just play around on these take profit trader evals. I got 5 of them. I'm gonna try to get through. I mean, I might lose 1 or 2, but I'm hoping to get a few of them funded. So I'm gonna trade them all individually, and I've been going with, minis rather than micros. Just trying to get through them quickly. I don't want to spend all week or all month trying to pass them. So, what's my biggest struggle as a mental trader? You know, I'm a lot like a lot of other people. Is you get those tilt days, right? Um, some days you just end up taking some losses, and you just can't seem to let go, right? Can't seem to let go of the losses, and you got to try to make it back. And you know, typically those days of price action isn't good, right? So you're gonna try to get it back on a day that's not a good day to try to get it back. So I really need to work on doing that, is to realize that sometimes you just got to lock in the red day, right? You know, locking in a red day is just as important as locking in a green day, because it's when you try to get it back, when you try to force to get it back, that's when you're gonna to do the serious damage, right? Um, some of the tilt reasons. Oh yeah, yeah. Hey Tim, yeah, I know it was lucky. I got lucky. Yeah, I was trading. I thought it was a take profit trader account, but bonus. I mean, either way, it would have been a nice win, but it's kind of lucky that it was on the wrong account, right? Yeah. So some of those times that really get me is when I will, you know, put my stop loss a little bit into profit, and I'm really feeling confident about it. And then for whatever reason, price will come back and wick you out and then go to your profit target. That's one of the tilt moments for me. I'm realizing that that's kind of, and I use a lot of stop losses in profit, right? So quite often I'll get taken out a little bit too early from when the trade, you know, from when I should. And I gotta say that at the same time, it's also saved me a lot of times from taking a loss, right? So I gotta kind of remember the flip side, that putting your stop into profit is, you know, it might take you out of the trade, but it's also gonna save you more times than it will take you out of the trade, kind of idea, right? So I find that, you know, that those are the days, those are the times when I end up getting some of those tilt feelings, is when I stop it too early. And then sleep matters, right? When you have not enough sleep, which has been pretty common for me lately. Like this morning, I think I took 3 losses in a row on the stream, and then I pretty much did nothing for, you know, a good 20 minutes or so, just watch price. I was like, okay, I can't trade anymore. And then luckily, you know, I was sticking around. I did take a couple wins after that, and I caught that really nice long on this candle exploding up here. Hit my max daily profit, and then I actually had to lose some money out of the account, or else it would have blown my consistency out of the water, even though I set the risk. So nice trade. Yeah, I wouldn't be looking for too much today, considering we're on the holiday tomorrow, right? So that was you this week. Poor sleep, mistakes, and impulsivity. Yeah, impulsivity. Yeah, I totally agree. So keep track of that, right? If you are getting lack of sleep, you know, like for me, it's a little bit harder because, you know, I'm streaming, and I have a commitment that I've made sort of to you guys and to myself to be here, right? So even though I'm tired, I get up and I do it anyways, regardless. So, but if you keep in mind that when you're that tired, just to size down, right? Take less trades, size down, try to be a little bit more patient. It's, you know, those are the good days to like wait, sit on your hands and wait. So Kaylin, hey, how you doing? I hit my max daily last night during Asia. I sat on my hands today. Hey, smart. I mean, the price action wasn't very easy at the start. It was kind of a bit choppy, but then we just kind of exploded later. Oh, geez, what's going on here, guys? We get news? Well, sorry if you guys did get out of those short contracts. Jesus. You slept in? Nice. Yeah, I was wondering. I didn't see you today. I was like, oh my gosh. This might just be a bit of a manipulation here, but let's see, what do we got? Wow, the CVD went from 9,500 up to 10,300. Who could have seen that coming, right? And the thing is, we don't have gold or oil to watch, so maybe oil's moving here behind the scenes, even though we can't see it. Wouldn't be surprised if we get some sort of a news thing. Or anyone have Truth Social? See if anything's going on here. But it is, this is pretty low volume, guys. So like, don't get induced into a long here, just because, I mean, it's higher volume for today. Like if we just look at only the Asian session here, but be careful, because a big buyer, a big seller could just change the direction here really easy, just like they did, right? So that was how many contracts was that here? That was 4,000 contracts. So that's like what, 400 minis? Whoa. Could be shorts covering. Yeah, possibly. But covering from where? Maybe from over here? Or they've been holding for a while? Let's see here. They got some news though. What is this? New regime leader something. Trump orders military greatest, most powerful. Interesting. Let's see. I think I can look up the news on Market News. Okay, so Trump said our military, greatest and most powerful by far any in the world, has not even started destroying with what is left in Iran, bridges next, then electrical power plants. Trump said new regime leadership knows what must be done and must be done fast. So that was the news, guys, that popped us up there. Pretty wild. Which is interesting, because is that a bullish? I typically use Financial Juice, but we didn't get that on Financial Juice. And because I still have, if you have a Top Step account, you can go into the Trader Hub and it shows market news there. So sometimes I'll check that as a secondary option. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, right? It sounds like bearish news. If well, maybe he's saying like the whole regime change, new regime leadership knows what must be done. Is that a good thing though, right? Could be a good thing, I guess. It's kind of hard to interpret that, right? Because if what we're doing is if it's news that's driving oil, the price of oil down, then typically NQ is going to go up, right? Yeah, and we don't know if it's a lie or not, of course. All we can see is what he says and what happens to the price. So for whatever reason, the market took that as bullish, right? And like I said, it's typically going to be connected to oil, right? So if that news is something that's going to push the price of oil back down, then money's going to come out of oil and go into NQ. Now, I don't know how they would take their money out of oil because the market's closed, But without even seeing the price change, they might still just put money into NQ. I don't know. Because gold and oil are closed, right? So interesting. But everything was saying we were going to go lower there until we get this news. So this might just be a bounce before we actually continue our leg lower here. But I guess we'll have to be patient here to see what happens. We didn't invert any of these fair value gaps yet. We're just starting a new candle here on the 5. So just be careful in this area, guys. Low volume moves can be pretty nasty. Doesn't take a whole lot, right? Well, I'm glad you got out of that short there, Tim, when you did, hey? Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what's going to happen here, guys, because, with that much volume that came in the overnight session, which is a little bit high. So what did we have here? We had pretty high volume here, too. This guy was 6,000 contracts, 6,180. This one was, so we got about 10,000 contracts between these two candles. What time was this? This was the hourly candle, and this was just before the hourly candle. So this is our new hourly candle, hey, right now. Yeah, 11 p.m. candle. So you guys you mentioned POC, so I kept an eye on that. Yeah, this was definitely, if we're going to bounce, this would be definitely a good area. But also if we're going to break down, that's kind of an indication. So typically you should be looking for, ideally you're looking for longs if you're above point of control and shorts if you're below it. Now that doesn't always hold true, because obviously you could have taken a short here and traded back to the point of control. But now that we've found support here, if we can I feel like if we can get it back above the 200 level here, that would be a good indication to look for a move back to the value area high. But we might end up chopping now, because that was a pretty big move. So we might end up just sort of doing this slow chop down back to the point of control. We'll have to see how this plays out. We did get some orders coming on above around 24. So they did dip into them there, 24, almost 200 level, 197. And then they kind of took away some of their orders. Now some more are coming back on here. $26 people. Hey, 23 people in the YouTube channel and 3 in X. Thank you so much, guys, hanging out. Love to see you guys here. Unfortunately, it's going to be probably a pretty quiet night. So if you guys have any questions, definitely toss them in the chat. Love to try to help you out if I can in any way. And thank you to anyone that did purchase some Lucid evals or Lucid accounts. I do have somebody did purchased some today. So thank you for using my discount code. I appreciate you guys. So I'm about, how much is left here to go? $300 away from our next like sort of target where they give you milestone rewards. So it'll be interesting once we get to that target. I'm not sure what it is, but it says unlock ability to request coupons on demand. So yeah, Ralph's doing good. Thanks, Tim. He's I was just looking at him there. He's sleeping over there. So yeah, looking like all of the I've given away all the discount codes I've gotten so far. So interested to see what happens when I hit this next milestone for the rewards. See if I can't get some more accounts to give away to you guys. NH Profit, what's up? I'm not in a trade right now. I would think that we gotta still lean a little bit long, you know, a long bias, because we're kind of in a downward channel here. We came out of the channel, now we pop back up into it. So I would be looking for a potential break to the upper side here. If we can get a nice candle closure above, you know, around the 200 level. If we can get some nice volatility and momentum to close above 200, that would give me definitely indication that longs would be the way to go. And then adversely, if we get below 24,160, that would be more of a bearish signal to me, which is the previous day's point of control. Lucid has end of day drawdown. Yeah, they're an awesome company, guys. If you're looking for a one-time payment, right? There's no activation fee, so it's not a monthly subscription. It's like a one-time fee, no activation fee. You can trade it as long as it takes, so there's no rushing it. You don't have to finish it in 30 days or whatever. Their support is amazing. Their payouts are super fast, and their consistency rules are pretty nice. So for example, if you were to do your pro 50K eval here, right? It is a profit target of 3,000, max loss 2,000, end of day drawdown. You have a daily loss limit in the pro account of 1,200, which is pretty reasonable. 4 minis, 40 micros, and you can pass this in as little as 1 day. So you could if it's your style, which I don't recommend it, you could YOLO these guys. And then once you get to the funded, so once you pass it, your payout profit target is $500. So what you have to do is just pass your buffer, which is 2,100. So once you get to 2,600, you can withdraw the minimum amount of 500. I think the maximum amount is 1,500. So you'd have to get to 3,600, and you could take out 1,500. And then their drawdown is scaling with your profit and 40% consistency, which is pretty decent, you know. If you're shooting for a 3,000 profit target, 40% is going to be like 1,200, 1,100, somewhere around there on a day. You got to trade 3 days to get a payout. The flex is pretty good too. The flex 50K, it's a little bit cheaper, right? Because this one comes in around 120. This one's around 91. I think you can get actually a little bit better discount than what they're stating on here if you use my code, but don't quote me on that 100%. The flex is a little bit different. So 3,000 profit target, 2,000 drawdown, end of day, no daily loss limit, which is good. So you don't have to worry about that. But the consistency score is 50. So you gotta, you know, you can only make 1,500 on each day, right, to pass it. So the eval that I passed is a Lucid Flex. That's why I had to stop my trade at 50%. So, but the nice thing is once you get past here, there's no consistency in the funded. So you get to the funded, you got 2,000 max loss. There's no daily loss limit. There's no consistency. There's and then there's 4 minis, 40 micros. This is kind of the only roadblock on the flex is you have to have 5 days of $150 to get the payout. So as long as you have 5 days of 150 or more, you can take a payout. So, and I recommend the 50K account. That's the best, I think, personally. It's kind of right in the middle of having, you know, a reasonable target for profit and then also a decent amount of drawdown. I find like I struggle to pass it to do well with the 25Ks just because they don't give you very much drawdown, right? So you can only lose like $1,000. So you really have to trade one micro and that's it, right? So you can't scale in much more than 1 or 2 micros. So yeah, Jeremy, I agree 100%. Intraday trailing drawdown is the worst. Take profit trader, once you get to the funded part, that's why I usually recommended Take Profit Trader. I'm not an affiliate with them, but if you can get to the pro account, you got to be careful in your first till you cross the 2,100 mark, right? Because it's a intraday trailing drawdown, and the best way to deal with that is just once you get into your trade, put a stop loss and drag your stop loss into profit as it's going. Then you're only gonna, you know, give back a smaller amount, right? Oh, you just lost a pro account? Or is it just an eval? Yeah, I know those intradays. Yeah, that's why I would say, you know, try to trail your stops on those if you can. That's the best way to keep that intraday down. Oh yeah. You know what? I haven't had much luck with the TPTs. You know, I think I've had 8 pro accounts and I've blown them all. So I passed 8 accounts and I've blown them all. And you know what? On a couple of them, I blew them on the very first day. Like I got a pro and I'm like, yeah, let's do this. No consistency. And then blow the count. I don't know what it is. So I currently have 5 evals with them. I'm gonna be trying to get. Hopefully, I'm gonna get 3 of the 5 passed. I'm trading pretty big size, and I'm gonna try to get through them pretty quick. And then if I can just get 1 or 2 or 3 passed, that would be good. And then you know, hopefully get some payouts from those guys. So end of day, I average 1,700 on a day with 150K. There you go. Yeah, that's nice. That's a nice amount if you can do that for sure, right? Lucid is the only one I trade with. Best plan for the money, in my opinion. Yeah, I agree, Tim. The amount of money that you got to put in, there's no activation fee. There's no pressure on, you don't have to pass it in 30 days. You know, no monthly subscription. And the rules are reasonable. They're very reasonable. Just like, you know, everybody else is, it's, you know, the prop firm standard, I would say. And yeah, and their customer service is great and their payouts are super fast. So everything's good about them so far that I know anyways. So I just wanted to check out on the live streams and see if there's anybody trading right now. And I don't, oh, insiders trading futures. So it looks like there's not very many people online tonight, obviously because it's a bank holiday. So we're kind of in this downward channel here. Let's clone this guy up here and just sort of frame in the bottom of this channel. We did break down below, found support at the POC. I'm telling you guys, if you're not using these levels, these value area levels, they're something to pay attention to for sure. They're a really easy way to get your levels. You can get levels every day. Typically, price is going to play with them at some point. It doesn't, you know, obviously if price is, you know, above previous day high or value area high or vice versa at the bottom, they may not come into play. But when price is in the value areas, they often respect those levels very well. So I'm just going to upgrade that account to a funded account. So Lucid trading agreement. Looks like I got to sign some agreement. Yes. Submit. Boom. Just like that, guys. Upgraded that account. So now I have this. I locked it out, but let me refresh this guy now. Let's see if it's going to show the new account. Yeah, there we go. So this is the one that I just Lucid funded flexed LFF. It's locked out. I locked it out, but just upgraded it. So as you guys saw earlier, I just passed it, just upgraded it. So you don't have to wait. Like that's one thing. I don't know if Take Profit Trader changed that, but you always got to wait till like midnight or later to get it to update. So I won't be trading this guy because I locked it out. But yeah, so as you can see, it's a brand new 50K funded account there. Hey, thank you, the Hawk Flies. Thank you. Yeah, I caught a killer long today. 2 minis on this candle here. It was a lovely one. Tim, you're done for the night? Can't stay awake anymore? Okay, yeah, Tim, good night. I guess you had a busy day dealing with all the chickens. If you were around here, I would have definitely came down and picked up some chickens off you. The Chicken Meister. The lumberjack with the big axe and the plaid jacket and the burly beard. We don't know what you look like, Tim, but that's kind of our image. That's what the chat's image of you right now. Ice storm as well today. Oh, damn. Yeah, you mentioned that earlier. Where did you ever answer? Nick was asking where you live, because we were wondering like where is there an ice storm right now? You passed an account, I blew one. Universal conservation of matter. The Hawk Flies. Well, sorry I don't mean to laugh that you lost that account, but yeah, that's interesting. It's an interesting point of view. Oh, you lost a few big branches in the trees in the backyard. Oh, I guess so, hey, because if it's like freezing on the branches, it gets super heavy and breaks it off. Ooh. So you got some work yard cleanup, eh? 30 minutes west of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Gotcha. Sorry, I'm a little bit, I don't really know where Wisconsin is, so I'm going to have to look it up. Wisconsin. Oh, okay. You're like sort of below Ontario. So we got Wisconsin right here. Michigan there, Minnesota there, okay. Ontario's up here, right by the Great Lakes. Yeah, I can believe it's pretty cold for you over there still. I'm over here, guys, right in this Vancouver area. Let's see if we can find where I actually live here. So this is Mission. This is where I am right here. So this is downtown Vancouver. It's about an hour drive to Mission. There's a little city here, Maple Ridge, Mission, Abbotsford. Mission doesn't really have much, but I'll head over here to Abbotsford for dinner or something like that. So zoom in and I'll see Green Bay. Okay. Where did it go? Oh, there we go. Wisconsin. West of Green Bay. Gotcha. So you're a little bit out here, like by Seymour. Yes, Heavy D. Metals and oils are closed because it's a bank holiday tomorrow. I was wondering. I kept watching oil. Like, when's oil gonna come to life? And then I then if you look at, you can mouse over it and it says it's closed. Oh, you're in Seymour? This area? Yeah, heavy D. It's a bank holiday, so we won't be seeing any price action till Monday. So I was ready to reinstall your charts. Yeah, I was wondering if if the contracts traded or changed or something. And then if you mouse over your trading view, you can see. So like, see this right here, this little green dot that says market open. But if we go over here to, let's go to oil for a sec here. See, it's got a little star there, holiday. So I'm assuming since if gold or NQ is popping up, oil probably is going down a little bit right now. Good to know. Good to know. Good to know. You're a little more west than Seymour? Like before Black Creek, or just outside of Seymour? Yeah, if you I love TradingView. Like, I use it for charting, right? Specifically for charting. You can load in your accounts, right? So for example, here I got my top 1 futures account here. So I don't actually manage my trade on here, but the most of the reason is just so that you guys can see when I am in a trade. So for example, I'm gonna I'll log out of this guy because I'll probably be trading. Let's log out of this guy, and then I'll log back in to my Take Profit Trader account. And then which account did I have up here? 8523. Yeah, so then now if I were to take, since I have this logged in, and I probably won't be trading any of the other accounts, you'll be able to see my trade on here. So I just do my charting, and I do my order execution on Tradeovate, but I watch it on the TradingView chart, because this is where I like to draw my lines and get my levels, because anyone who's traded with Tradeovate, that it's not the best platform for like indicators and stuff like that. It's okay to like buy and sell your contracts, and that's all I really do with it. And I'm looking at this for my trade ideas. But it's not cheap. Yeah, if they got a good deal right now, it's definitely a good time to do it, because I didn't get the deal, and then the other day I looked at my my credit card, and it renewed, and it was pretty expensive. Ouch. Pretty expensive. Yeah, so if you did use my discount code for Lucid, you can get 40% off their any eval right now. 40% off Vault Reload, any eval, limit 5 for a trader. This is valid through till the 17th, May 17th. Which, yeah, this, I don't think that this is showing the full discount. So this price is showing higher than the discount code you would get with my code. It says 50% off. Yeah, so there is a deal also right now that I think it's your first 2 accounts, you can get 50% off. So whatever amount, if you just plug in the discount code, it should tell you what you're getting off. Yeah, so I think you get your first 2 accounts using the code, you get 50% off, and then it goes to 40% after that. So I just glanced at screen and thought you were looking up the Strait of Hormuz. Yeah, no, is that the map that I had up earlier? That was Keith. Keith lives in Wisconsin, so I was looking up, or sorry, Tim, not Keith. So I was yeah, the Great Lakes. Yeah, he lives Tim lives by the Great Lakes there, and he was just saying he had an ice storm, so I was wondering where he lived. So then I just looked him up on the map. I always like to look up on the map where people live, because you know, I don't know obviously all of the states very well, because, you know, being a Canadian, like, I know just the more well-known places, right? California, Texas, New York, you know, like some of the lesser or more known places. So yeah, too much Iran oil news for sure. So this is kind of what I was expecting, guys. Here we had this big move, right? Lots of volume, lots of liquidity taken, and now look, we haven't really done anything. So we might end up having to sit around and be patient for a while you know, till they can build up some more liquidity somewhere to target, right? Jeremy, thank you for checking out. Appreciate that. Thank you for the support. Did you go with the Pro or the Flex? Uh, 44th Punisher, hello. You love Lucid? Yeah, me too. They're a great company for sure. They're one of the best, sort of like a little bit like newer companies, right? They recently got on Prop Firm Match, and they've been a pretty good support or sponsor for them. If you guys have seen Prop Firm Match, I'm sure most of you guys have, but it's a good place to go and look to compare prop firms, right? And then amazing trader there, Zach Arbucci, is one of their streamers. He's in there for the New York Open session, always having lots of guests on. One of the guys where my trading is sort of based off of a style connected to his. So the guys from ASFX, they're big into the VWAP, and then they got Zach Arbucci, and he's big into ICT and value areas. So I took a little bit of the VWAP, and I took a little bit of like the value areas and the fair value gap idea, and just put it together, and it seems to work for me. And so that's kind of what I've been doing. So yeah, they're going the right way for sure. Is the market still open? Yes, trades with, is it L or, yeah, trades with L. Yes, the market's open except for gold and oil. The commodities are closed. So first payout ever was with them. Nice. Yeah, I mean, don't rush it if you just got that an eval. Like today's not the best. You know, price can get manipulated really easy on these low volume days. So it's not a bad idea to just be careful with it. And you can always just keep your size down a little quick, you know, keep the size down nicely so you don't do too much damage if you were to trade it. So we got 32 people in the channel and 4 in X. Hey, thanks guys. And 22 likes. Woo. Thank you. Thank you. Spreading the love. Appreciate that. It's just how the channel gets some more people, some more views, find some more people. We're currently at 770 subscribers. It's been a grind, but we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. I'm hoping to get to 1,000 here, maybe in a week or two, probably. Within 2 weeks, I should hopefully get to about 1,000. Typically on these, might not be today because it's a bank holiday tomorrow, but usually I get between 15 and 30 subscribers on these evening sessions. So I'm going to be running this until probably about 2 more hours. So 1:30 a.m. Eastern time. So we did pull back there, finding a little bit of support in this bullish fair value gap at the moment. If we're gonna head back to the point of control, we're gonna need to invert this fair value gap here. Like I was saying though, guys, in this area, I'm not that confident of a direction, right? We could just end up chopping around in here. But if we get below the point of control here, which is a 160 level, I could definitely see us heading down to, you know, 120, 115, sort of in this 200 EMA area. We do have a couple bullish fair value gaps from the New York PM session there on the 5-minute. And then adversely, like I was saying, if we get up above 200 here, 24,200, which was a pretty key level earlier, it was kind of supporting here, then resistance, then some more support, and then resistance, and then we broke out. So 24,200, we also have a fair value gap lining up with that right there. So should be interesting. And taking a look here, so far it looks like all the other indices are all in sync right now, which is a good thing. Makes life a little bit easier on us when we don't have conflicting directions between like YM and NQ. Yeah, the market is dead. Have a nice weekend, guys. Okay, Johan. Yeah, see ya. I don't blame you. I don't blame you for not wanting to trade this. We might get some volatility, but probably going to be pretty slow moving here. The Flex 50. Put wall at 24,163. Yeah. And a call wall at 24,213. So are you looking at option information to find those levels there, Jeremy? And what do you use? Like, where do you go find that? What sort of platform? GEX? Oh, on TradingView? GEX. So you just search for GEX, a symbol, or is it like an add-on or sorry, an indicator or something? Sorry, I never really looked at options on TradingView before. Oh, there's options. Okay, GEX. No symbols. Oh, GEX level dashboard indicator. GEX level dashboard. It's a T-laid trade something or other. Oops. GX level dashboard. ES, SPY, SPX, SPY, gamma exposure. One is for ES, the other one's for NQ. Gotcha. I put the wrong one here then, because that's this says ES. So I'll stick it on. Let me see here. Indicators, GX dashboard. Oh, there we go. GX levels for NQ. Gotcha. There we go. Oh, interesting. Oh, I see the put wall. I don't see the. I don't see. Oh, there's the other one. Oh, there's another put wall way up at 24,272. Interesting. Very interesting. Thanks for sharing that. Some are small. One is for ES, one for NQ. Yeah. Does it indicate positive and negative GEX, or is it just put call walls? Yeah, I think it's just put call walls. So yeah, that's pretty sweet. It also has expected weekly move. Gotcha. So a call wall is a price level where there is a large concentration of call options, open interest, or high positive gamma. Think of it as a ceiling or resistance level. Price often struggles to break above it. And a put wall is a level with a large concentration of put options. Think of it as a floor or a support level. Price often holds or bounces from it. Interesting. Yeah, sweet. I expected to have a movement if I had enough fiber. Right? Looks like NQ's had some fiber today. Just pushing down. Get some movement down. So we have 25 people in YouTube, and like I said, we had 770 subscribers. Anybody in the stream that hasn't subscribed yet? Definitely would appreciate you guys hit that subscribe button, pop that bell notification, and we'll see you on future streams if you aren't. Mr. Maybe trying to figure out why option walls are resistance. Yeah, it says like a put wall. So a put wall means that they don't want the price to go lower than puts, I guess, which doesn't really make sense. Wouldn't it be the other way around? What is going on in terms of buying and selling? That's what I just asked AI that question, right? Because I was like, well, what's a put wall and what's a call wall? So a call wall is a price level where there's a large concentration of call options open. So think of it as a ceiling or a resistance level. Price often struggles to break above it. So I guess maybe depending on what they're doing, it could be like if they're like taking opposite positions, like Iron Condor or something like that, where they have, they're like straddling price. They want to keep it in between certain areas. They'll exercise the contracts to get shares to push the price up. Okay, gotcha. Oh, so that's going to be like their exercising price level. If it's a put wall, because if you're buying a put, then you kind of want to like buy the contracts at a lower price. Interesting. And then that's why the calls they're selling their positions because they're probably doing covered calls, right? It's been a minute since I thought about that whole option game. It's too complicated. Futures are the way to go, guys. You don't have to worry about gamma and all these like strategies of being in two different positions at once to maximize your return. But it's just another indicator that you can use to like, find some levels, and I'm sure it works, right? Because options do drive the market pretty heavily. Yeah, you think you get it. If call approaches a strike, options holders will sell, and a person who sold does not need to hedge, so they can sell as well. Gotcha. Yeah, a ton of hedging in options, right? Yeah. 0 DTE is what made market move today. Yeah, I heard that. That's definitely, especially because there's no Friday, right, for options. So that kind of makes sense too, right? So typically we might see these types of moves on Friday, because usually the options expire Fridays if I'm not wrong. I just got to whip up some dog food real quick, guys. So I apologize, but I'm going to step away here for a minute. Keep an eye on this point of control here. If we end up holding this level, we might end up curling outside of out of this channel and maybe heading back up to at least to this fair value gap of 190 area, 200 possibly. And then adversely, if we end up closing with some strong closures below it, we could be looking for shorts. But I'll be back in a few minutes here. I just got to get the dogs some food here real quick. It's getting late for their dinner. So surprised by today's price action. Thought would sell off, fear of the war over the weekend. Yeah, that's definitely a way to think, but maybe too many people were thinking that today, and that's why the market likes to do the opposite. And if people are covering their positions, if they were short, they're covering their positions. That could have also drove the market up big time. But I'll be right back. Sorry, guys. Well, that's no good. Can't be blocking the chart. Yeah, hey, I got a Discord if you want. I'll link it to you right here. And we do put charts and stuff and chat. It's a friendly Discord, no pressure, no payments. Not looking for anything from anybody. Just a hangout place. We have a little coaching section area too. That if you have any questions about risk management or anything like that, you're welcome to put it in there. Again, it's like no charge, but we just kind of have a coaches section just to support the traders. And I'm just an older guy, don't like the games. All good, bro. We're older guys too. If you come watch us trade Monday to Friday for market open, we're always saying just two old guys trying to make some money. I feel you. Okay, I'm just gonna give Ralph his food real quick. He woke up. Come on, say hi to the stream. Hey, you guys. Hey, it's Ralph. Say what's up, Ralph. Look at the screen right here. Here, right here. Right there. Yeah. Hey, guys. My apologies. I'm back. Yo, Jim Blab. Little dog emoji with the heart. Exactly what I imagined him looking like. Nice. Yeah, if you guys didn't know, Ralph he's about 10 and a half years old. He's a French Bulldog. Unfortunately, he's got lame hind legs. So he's gone through 2 pretty major surgeries. If you guys know anything about French Bulldogs, they often have a disc degenerative disease where their spinal cord has issues. So basically what happened was what they say is, like, imagine when the dog is, an embryo and it starts forming, and you take a piece of paper and you fold it and it kind of like creates the spinal cord, right? What they described it as is when you fold the paper over, it doesn't like meet up perfectly. It doesn't close properly. And then they described his spinal cord as sort of like a cobblestone road. So where it should be nice and uniform and connected, there's like little areas that were like thicker and thinner and kind of like bumpy and stuff. And what happened is there's a little area that allowed the spinal fluid to sort of come out of the cord. So it kind of had an abscess of the spinal tube that came out of the I don't know how to explain it exactly, but anyways, what they do is they actually open it up and allow the spinal fluid, because you're constantly draining spinal fluid from your brain down your spinal cord, and it goes out of your tailbone basically. It was coming out of his spinal cord, or it was bulging, sorry. So they opened it up, they put a tube in there to allow some of that pressure to be relieved so that the fluid can come out of that little abscess area. And then they actually put a layer of pork skin over that, and then closed them all up. So that was his first surgery. After that surgery, he recovered for quite a while, and then he was able to walk, but his hind legs were really sensitive. So like I had to actually get him to wear shoes. So he'd wear these little like booties. And then he was able to walk better because for one, it gave him better grip because his hind legs were pretty weak. And then it also helped with the sensitivity of his feet. And then unfortunately, about 9 months later, he slipped a disc in his neck. I don't know, maybe shaking his head or something one night. And I've never seen him in so much pain. So I had to take him back to the vet. And they did a second surgery on his neck. They went in from the front of his neck and kind of like readjusted his spine in the back there. And then unfortunately, he was no longer able to walk after that point. So he's now been not walking for probably about 3 years. So it's kind of comes with some unique things that you got to deal with. So you got to they can't pee on their own, and they don't know when they're going number 2. So you kind of got to like squeeze their bladder for them to pee. And then like occasionally I'll wake up in the morning, take him to go to the bathroom, and he will have pooped in his bed, unfortunately. But nothing you can really do about that. Still love him no matter what. It's all, I don't mind taking care of him. But the other thing is now I also hand feed him twice a day because he was dealing with pneumonia for almost 2 years. He was on antibiotics for pneumonia for 2 years. So we finally beat the pneumonia. So I took him off antibiotics, and then he had a bacterial skin infection came. So he's back on antibiotics now for a month and a half or 2 months. So yeah, he's a fighter though. Still pretty happy guy. overall, but you know, I know his time's running out, being that he's already 10.5 and been through all these issues. So you had an EB, he passed a few years ago, back when he was 16. Wow, 16's a nice amount of that's quite a good amount of years. You were on off the stream, you were talking about your pup, right? Yeah, that's my dog. He's struggled, he's struggling, but he's doing all right. He's happy. You know, that's a good thing about dogs, is they don't know, like, if it was us, we couldn't walk, we'd all be depressed about not walking. And English bulldogs, yeah, the bulldogs, they often have some sort of issues, right? Those lots of inbreeding, sort of, right? Yeah, I like English bulldogs. I had an American bulldog before Ralph, and funny enough, they look almost identical. Same color, white, with a little brown patch on his head and patch in his ear. Like, if you would have saw them together, it's so amazing. I only had my American bulldog, which was named Roman. Ralph only was buddies with him for, I think it was about 3 months before Roman passed away with some sort of lung condition. He started bleeding in his lungs and he passed away one day. So yeah, sad stories. But this guy's a fighter. I almost lost him probably twice to pneumonia. So you've had 5 English bulldogs so far? Nice. I mean, they're great dogs. I love them also. Somebody said, who's shorting? The Punisher. I won't, like I said, I won't be shorting until we get below the point of control here. So I kind of like have a little bit of an area where I don't really feel like it's good to trade. So that would be between 200 and below 156 area. So as long as we're sort of in this area, it's kind of a coin flip as to what we're going to be doing, I think. You could have obviously made a couple of little scalps. We did find a bunch of support here at 24,160. And a key level is 24,200, which is also sort of a psychological level. And it was support and resistance back over here. So I'd be keeping an eye on those 2 levels for now. If we get a break above 200, up, we can look for potentially taking a long up to the value area high. And now if we were to break down below the point of control, I'd be looking to target sort of 120 area and the 200 EMA down here. So you've been shorting since 24,184? Yeah, I mean, like, there is money to be made here, but like, I'm just trying to be patient here with the low volume. It'll bounce off the put wall at 163. It did bounce there, didn't it? Yeah, it did. Almost exactly 163. I see like 162.75, 161.50, and this one was 163.75. Interesting, eh? All right, so I mean, technically these downtrending channels here are typically a bullish channel. So if we get a nice bullish move out of here, that could be a good sign for the longs. But we do have a couple bearish fair value gaps up here. That's why I'm a little reluctant to take longs until we get above 24,200. Now, if we end up pushing up here to the overnight VWAP and find some resistance at the 200 level, maybe we can think about shorting it back towards, 180, 175 area. But at this area, I feel like it's a bit of a coin flip. I do like Jeremy's idea here that we're going to find support. We're going to hold this level. So it would just gives me more confidence to say that if we do break below that, maybe shorts are going to be a little bit more into play to the downside. Now this trend line could be off a little bit here. We do have all those wicks like that, which would make this a little bit more like that. All right, so we got 36 people watching, 5 people in X and 31 in YouTube. Welcome, everybody. Appreciate you guys. 27 likes, thank you, and 770 subscribers. But yeah, unfortunately, looks like the price action is going to be super slow today, guys. So if you're going to get into a trade and you're not looking for just a few points, you might be sitting on holding it for a while. So $184, hey? Right up in this area. So you think that this momentum here, this buy here, was probably these has to do with that options situation? Could be, right? Two left hands. Hey, welcome to the Discord. Is that you, Jeremy? I took a nap, woke up, and it still looks like it hasn't moved. I'm trading until it breaks out of the range, right? Exactly, Jerry. That's what I'm feeling like. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not that interested to trade in this area. If we get above 200, you know, longs probably a good chance for a long, and then vice versa if we get below the point of control. And also, it sounds like we have a put wall down there. We could look at some shorts, but I wouldn't be jumping in this right away if we were to get below point of control, but I would want to see a little bit of momentum to the downside, targeting sort of this 24,120 level, which is a 200 EMA there. Yes, your two left hands. Hey, welcome. Thanks for joining. So the Discord has been growing pretty nicely. We have a total of 76, 86, 90, 92 people. Oh, what? Kalen's playing or played. Oh, I thought you were playing League of Legends, Kalen. But it looks like it was 3 days ago. Where Minds Meet, Angia was playing 16 hours ago, and Lone Wolf was playing Synergy. It's interesting. It can show the activity of what people have been playing any game. So, oh, hey, there's my dad in the Discord. It doesn't look like a big wall. It's kind of like a medium wall. Well, you know, as we all know, options aren't always right. What about League of Lesbians? You're into that? Yeah, you like to watch that? Is that on Pornhub or something, or YouPorn or something? I don't know if I can say that on YouTube. I might get banned. Careful. All right, let's get some other tunes going here. What do we got? This one. That's a little too wild. Oh, it shows the volume on that. That's what that green bar is. I still have that on here. I don't know why it doesn't show up here, but let's get that on here right now. NQ levels. That's this guy right here. Put wall. Sitting right on the put wall. Mine shows it at 172. I thought yours said 163. Maybe this isn't the right one. To the right, this guy. Yeah, but mine's showing up here at 173. Is that what you said earlier? That says bounce off the put wall at 163. Huh. %73% chance to hold and a 27% chance to break. And then I see some other little line up here, but it's not showing. Here's another ticker NQ. Oh, maybe because this is an NQ and not MNQ. Yeah, it shows 173 here too. And 73 down there. And 273 here. Interesting. Nice little information there. Is Mehdi in the chat? Mehdi was saying something in Discord earlier, saying, "Get ready, guys. Stream's going." So I'm just wondering if you made it. Well, this is like watching paint dry tonight, guys. Eh? It updates mine's. Oh, yours is May out? Gotcha. Maybe that's why. Well, we did break out of this channel for a bit here. Let's see what's going to happen. Getting a little bit of momentum here. Took some orders off there at 24,178. Pushing up to the 180 level here. $182. Climbing here. Getting some nice climb on the CVD too here. Pretty big move there. A little bit of pushback by the sellers there when we got up to 184-ish. 183. Yeah, I'm just a little reluctant to trade in here. Like I said, guys, if we can get up to this overnight VWAP and find some resistance, I can look at shorting it here, since we have been in a bit of a downtrend for a while. But then again, if we take this overnight VWAP with some momentum, which is also lining up with a 200, 24,200, we can maybe target this bullish or bearish fair value gap above at 225. And potentially value area high. Slow market, slow market. Sheesh. But thanks for hanging out, everybody who is here. Appreciate you guys. Looking like we're still holding at about 32 people in the YouTube channel and 5 in the X channel. Always trying to get those X people to pop on over, but usually doesn't happen. Don't get many comments from them either. Hey, 3 subscribers today. Thanks, guys. And 31 likes. Very nice, very nice. That's like almost 100% ratio on the channel right now for likes versus people in the stream. So appreciate that. Thank you. Just going to refresh this YouTube here. See anybody else live right now. I think it's probably pretty dead. Yeah, I literally don't see any traders live right now. Hey, Rod, Liocte. I don't know how to say your name. Is it Rod? I just call you Rod. Thanks for watching from Saskatchewan. Appreciate that. I have a bunch of family in Saskatchewan. Some of them, I lived in Regina before. My grandparents, if you know the small town called Windthorst, I think it's north of Regina. We had, my grandparents had a farm out there. My uncle currently runs it. My grandpa passed away, but my grandma's still alive. She's in Regina. And yeah, so lots. My mom was raised out there. She's got 8 brothers and sisters, and now they're scattered all over Alberta and BC. Basically, we got a couple of her brothers are in BC, and the rest of the people are all still in Saskatchewan and Alberta. Hey, Bismarck, welcome from Africa. That's amazing. What it sounded like I said something else. Oh, Regina. It's with the R, not the other one that you're thinking about. If that's what you mean. Thanks for watching, Rod. I wonder if London Open will provide any volume, although not sure I have the energy to stay up that long. Yeah, that's 11 East Coast, right? When London starts. So that's oh no, 11 my time. So it's 3 a.m. Eastern time. Yeah. So we got like an hour and 40 minutes to get to London. I don't think I can make it that long either, especially when we're watching paint dry like this, guys. Come on, let's get some movement here. Let's go, boys. There's got to be some buyer out there that's just got a couple $1 million worth of drawdown. Just buy it up here. Just buy a whole bunch. Hold that Gex wall. Oh, but who was in that short earlier? Sean? Was it Sean who's in the short? Or is it Tony? I can't remember now. Dark OJ 18. Nice setup. Will we be able to see when you enter a trade? Yes. I'll put an order on the chart here so you can see. It'll show up here. Oh, this is on NQ. My bad. I gotta get over to MNQ here. So as you can see, if I place an order here on Tradeovate, it'll show up here on TradingView. I try not to manage it on TradingView, but I put the trades in and out on Tradeovate there. I'm gonna close that though. It reminds you of when you used to trade penny stocks, very slow. Yeah, I'd be depends on which penny stocks you're trading, right? Because if it's one of those ones that are pumping on that day, that could be pretty volatile. Just watch out if Ross Cameron's in there on those penny stocks. It's dangerous. So we might be getting a little bit of a pullback retest here on the breakout of that channel. See, again, this is kind of why I didn't really want to trade this area. If you were to be taking trades in here, I'd be having pretty tight targets, right? Just because we're in a sort of an indecision area, in my opinion. Tim Sykes, yeah, Tim Sykes, yeah. Psych. All those pump and dumps. That's how I lost most of my trading money when I first started. Oh, there's your two old pups. Aw. Are they in a car or something? It's hard for me to make out what they're laying in there. You bought his videos like 20 years ago? Nice. Yeah, well, I mean, before there's futures trading, that was kind of like the way to go, right? But now with all these futures and the prop firms and everything, it's like a no-brainer to switch over to prop firms. Backseat of the truck, yeah, that's what I was thinking. It looks like that. That's kind of reminds me of my backseat also. I got one of those like dog bed things, and Ralph sits back there. I also have a Great Pyrenees named Frank. He's like 150 pounds, pure white Great Pyrenees dog. He might be a little bit lighter actually. He lost some weight. I think he's like 140 now, but still, he's a big guy. He's waiting for me to get off of the charts here so I can take him for a walk. Hoping that it's gonna like chill. The rain's gonna chill out so I can take him out. And I got to be up tomorrow morning for the market open. So, yeah, he's a big guy. He's a big guy. He's a monster. He's a big polar bear dog. But yeah, thanks, Jeremy, for sharing those the picture of the dogs there. I like it. That was my dad. My dad put a thumbs up in the Discord there. I don't know if my dad's watching the stream right now, but he did say what's up in the Discord there. Yeah, there will be a New York session just for the futures contracts, right? It'll be open for ES and NQ, but again, it's going to be a bank holiday, so it's going to be low volume. So we'll probably just do a short stream. I'm working on some real estate courses right now to upgrade to renew my license. So I'm hoping to just have a short stream, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours max. And then I'm going to have to work for 4 or 5 hours on real estate stuff after that. I got ethics course to complete and a legal update course to complete. So you like English Bulldogs? My wife likes Great Danes. Oh, yeah. Great Danes they're They're big dogs, right? Great Danes. That's a lot to handle. Kind of like the Pyrenees. First day here, what's your trading strategy and what kind of win rate do you usually have? Yeah, my win rate is usually high 60s, 67, 60 something. Let me see here. And basically what I trade is I use value areas here. So as you can see, I take the previous day's value areas. That's the value area high, the point of control, the value area low. I'm looking for reactions in those levels. Typically, I'm entering on fair value gaps. So like I'm looking for either fair value gaps for continuation. So if we were looking for a short here, which I'm not taking a trade here, but if I was looking for a continuation short, I'd be looking to short this at 24,192 area, as we have this 5-minute bearish fair value gap. Yeah, and then I also trade inverted fair value gaps, right? So in the case that we were like, this is what I'm looking for more right now, is if we're going to invert this fair value gap, break above 200, maybe we'll get a retest into that fair value gap, and then that would be a good entry for a long. And I use a VWAP, right? So I trade off of the VWAP. Typically, I pick my bias based on the VWAP. So if we're above the VWAP, we're looking for longs. If we're below it, we're looking for shorts. We're looking for reactions off of the VWAPs. I anchor a VWAP to the start of the day session here, which is a 6 p.m. Eastern time VWAP, and then also the New York session, 9:30 a.m. Eastern VWAP, which is this blue line right here. It's a little bit hard to see. It's in between a couple of EMAs there. Oops. You're gonna have to fix that. Let's go back to the 1 hour here. So that's a 1 hour fair value gap that I was using earlier. And look at that. We found some nice support in there. But let's just fix this level here. So we're gonna line this up with that guy right there and right there. Okay. So we dipped down basically 50% of this fair value gap, which is kind of typically what I'm looking for here. So let's right here. As you can see, look at that. The 50% point we hit basically right in the middle of it, right there, and then bounced off of that. So I'm looking at higher time frame fair value gaps for targets, and then I usually use the lower time frames for entries. Let's see here. Yeah, so I'm typically roughly 65-ish, 65 to 70 win rate, or maybe around a 2%, 2.0 or 2.5 profit factor. Hey, you're welcome. Vladimir won Putin. Price will go upside 500 points, then return. What gives you that idea, brother? Please explain. I would love to know why you feel that way. Like, you're saying we're gonna go to 24,500, or we'll go up 500. So like 670 up here. I don't know about that though. I'm a little reluctant to think we're gonna get that much movement, just because, you know, we have no volume, right? It's a bank holiday. Most people are taking a break. Oh yeah, so I also do pay attention to the opening range, 15-minute opening range, and the initial balance. Those are some more levels that I use, but the majority of my levels are based off of the value areas. So the point of control, value area high, value area low, and then I mark off previous day high, previous day low, and those are kind of levels that I'm looking at. I do run a couple EMAs, the 9 and the 21, just for continuation and direction, and then the 200 sort of for a potential target or support level again. But yeah, this is this price action is like watching paint dry tonight, guys. Nothing happening. Ay. So we could probably clone this guy, and then let's see if this lines up. It's almost exactly lining up as another channel sort of that we're in, sort of like pulled out of this channel, and now we're finding some resistance there. So Lam Thao, hello. Good evening. How are you doing? Where are you texting in from? Yeah, so I'm pretty stoked, guys. I did pass a Lucid. You're good, busy evening at work. Okay. Oh, I'm good, thank you. I passed a Lucid evaluation tonight. So this guy right here, it's now a brand new funded Lucid Flex, a funded Flex account, a brand new 50K there. So I took one about $350 trade and passed this guy. So I ended up passing that in like not very long. Let's see if I don't know if it's still on the dashboard here. Let's see. Let's go back to the trader dashboard. This eval, I can probably go all. Huh, it's gone now, unfortunately. Yeah, as soon as I switched it to a funded account, it disappeared. So I can't even show you guys the stats on that. Basically, I traded in about 4 days and passed it. So I made 1,100 one day, 1,500 another day, small winner like 100 on the other day, and then about 350 today to pass it. There we go. Finding a little bit of resistance here off of the 24,178 level on this new sort of channel. What a quiet price action though, hey? And then if we pull back there and then we just bounce instantly. So, thank you for that. Appreciate that, Lam Thao. Let's get some boogie down going. Maybe we change up the tunes. We get a little more price action here. Is anybody in a trade right now? I've been reluctant to take a trade here. We're just in this range here. We pushed down pretty heavily there. This is where I ended up passing that eval, and then found this support here, and now we've been just chopping. So, oh, Tony's still in that short. Okay, yeah. I was wondering. I forgot who said that they were in that short earlier, but yes, now I remember as you. That was at like the 186 or 187 or something. I think it was. Well, let's hope it plays out for you here. Keep an eye out for like the 163 Gex wall and or the point of control at 160 here. So you added to it. Pitiful. I need to be patient and wait for the big moves. Why is it pitiful? I mean, it looks like it's playing out right now. A little bit for you. Just don't expect too much out of it, right? We got low volume and not a whole lot of price action. So Jeremy Booth, no in background setting up Trade A charts for Lucid and Apex. Nice. Yeah. I mean, I like Trade A for execution, but I don't like it for charting, unfortunately. It's just not the best. But you're setting up your daily loss limit, profit targets, that kind of stuff, probably. Ranga, you were briefly made $16 when I pushed back to 224.182. Now just waiting for a bottom. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Money Mitch for pips, you're short 24.175.75. This PA is brutal. Yeah, that's to say that's 100% correct there. It's like washing paint dry right now. I'm struggling to stay awake here, guys. I don't know if you guys are, but don't fall asleep. Here we go. Getting a bit of a push lower here. So at least the shorts are playing out. Let's see if this Gex wall is gonna play out here for you. Keep that in mind. 163, 160 area could be support here. Targeting 24.151. Okay, yeah. I mean, that's the bottom of that wick, right? Could definitely get there, but like we said, it could be a couple hard places to get by here. This 163 to 160 area. That's an ugly low. You agree you like some of the tools like large order bubbles and delta bubbles? They have that on Tradeovate? You know what? I've never really dug that deep into Tradeovate to know if they have anything like that. So what do you go, indicators, volume or something? Oscillators, volatility, volume based. Cumulative delta, ease of movement, money flow, VWAP, accumulation distribution line. Got a bunch of channels. Okay, look at that. Right to the POC there, guys. Let's watch the CVD here to see if they get some absorption or not. Oh, you have 6 screens, hey? You watch TradingView mostly? Wow, nice. Yeah, that's how I like it too. We do have increased volume on this push down. So we'll have to see here if we end up breaking lower or not. I'm gonna close my window. Sorry guys, one sec. Right to that level there. Okay, we closed right on the POC. Extend these trend lines here a little bit more. Buyers stepping in here temporarily. I am half tempted to take a long here. Hey bud, you okay? We bounced a couple points there. Well, looks like I missed the opportunity there. I'm gonna exit that off that order. Tried to get in on the when we were down here, but by the time it got executed, it was on the chart, it was already 163 and pushing up higher here. Look at that POC holding again here. Should have listened to my instincts there and just taken the long earlier. Really solid bounce there. Hopefully some of you guys in those shorts took some profits down at the POC. I was worried about this. Money Mitch, you got greedy? Break even? Damn. So you stopped it out break even? Yeah, in those types of situations, like I would probably try to like cover, if you have like multiple contracts, try to cover a couple anyways, right? Okay. Oh, it's you know, it's all good. No harm, no foul, right? Better to protect the position than to take a loss, right? Anyways, hopefully you at least covered costs and commissions. Yeah, exactly. So if you're up on the session, I mean, that's all the more reason to go break even when you can, right? Because no need to give back, right? Especially on these low volume days like this. Missed that opportunity though. I did want to jump into long there at the 160 level. I was just too slow. Yeah, that's smart. You never let a green trade go red once it's 10 to 15 points of profit, especially in Asia session. Yeah, because anything can happen, especially in Asia, right? It's when they're so low volume, all you need is just one buyer with, you know, with some money to come in and they can really push it, right? One big buyer can really change the direction of the market here. Everything will be lining up all nice for one direction, and then boom. Yeah, they can bully it around. Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly it, isn't it? Because there's low volume, not many market participants, and you know, us being in trading these sim accounts, like obviously we have no effect on the market, so we're at the we have to listen to the whim of the other traders at the moment. So interesting though, we did reject sort of off of that channel line there. And you still think it goes down, but it just didn't go yet. Yeah, it didn't go yet, right? Timing is huge, and you're right. It is channeling down, but like I said before, typically these downtrending channels end up breaking to the top side. Not every time, but more often than they go to the bottom side, right? But yeah, when does this channel end is the other question, right? It might just keep going down to like 120 and then bounce, right? So hard to say. Yeah, it's choppy price action. Yeah, low volume, bank holiday. Too many bullies in the world. English bullies, French bullies, American bullies. But it was a nice trade though. Yeah, it's too bad it didn't break that level though. That 160 would have been nice to see it come all the way down to the 150s, which would be perfect because it kind of lines up with the bottom of this trend line here. Oh, you got a Frenchie too? Nice. I love them. They're like my favorite dogs. That was your model? Gotcha. Too bad the French Bulldogs come with lots of health issues. Breathing issues, spinal cord issues, skin issues. Other than that, they're an amazing dog though. They're so loyal. Oh, you got American Bully? Is it L Crew or I Crew? L Crew or I Crew 2020? Maybe it's I Crew. Nice, yeah. I know mine have you tried kangaroo? Have you tried kangaroo food? I switched mine. Mine was having lots of problems with skin issues, and then L Crew 2020, gotcha. Mine was having lots of skin issues, and then I switched them over to kangaroo, and it's been way better. Okay, well raw, yeah, that's the other way to go. If you want to spend that kind of money on it. COVID was the worst because couldn't get it. Oh, you couldn't get the raw food during COVID. Gotcha. Oh, it's kangaroo raw. Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, ever since I switched, I got this stuff. It's called Signature Kangaroo, and I get the Signature Kangaroo Pate. So I always just like put some of the dry food mixed with the pate, and he just loves it. Loves it. But yeah, it's, I tried him on, I think he was on chicken originally, and then he's had lots of skin issues. Then I put him on fish, and he was doing pretty good. But then later on, he started getting more skin issues, and then got him onto kangaroo, and it's been really good since then. Yeah, the exotic meats are good because they're not injected with so many hormones and whatnot. Probably, I don't know. Rabbit is good too. Okay, yeah, I could see that. I could see that. I got a bunch of rabbits in the yard. I should start making my own dog food. He's interesting though. I've tried to feed him some steak before, and any meat that's like undercooked, like if it's a medium rare, he always just throws it up for whatever reason. So I gotta keep. I can only give him like well done meat. So cheap food, set up the snares. Yeah, could do that. Yeah. Yesterday, I was out in the yard because I got chickens here at the farm. I got about 40 chickens, although we lost 2 lately. And Frank was in the backyard, and he was like doing something. I'm like, "Hey, Frank, come on, let's go inside," which is a Great Pyrenees. And he like picked something up and started to like try to run away with it. I was like, "What the heck?" So I went over there, and it was a chicken leg. I'm like, "What the heck?" And then I looked around the yard, and sure enough, there was a dead chicken. Had passed away, I don't know, the day before or something, and it was mostly eaten, the meat, and then I don't know how he got part of the leg. It was like from the fence or something. So lost 2 chickens lately, unfortunately, but you know, it's just how it goes. So we got 5 minutes till the hourly candle here, guys. I'm just gonna go grab a drink real quick. I'll be right back. I am curious to see what's gonna happen with this hourly candle, the 1 a.m. candle here. So I'll be right back. You posted a pic of your chart on Tradeovate with bubbles. You can see the large seller 24 189.50. Oh, I see. Yeah, nice. Need to get through him to run the longs. And that's on the Tradeovate. So 467. So this is why I love the stream. It's very chill and you get to learn about some random stuff. Nice. What about the dog food stuff? So what's the indicator called? Like, how did you get that on there? You go into indicators and then was it is it the volume based something? So we got 30 seconds to the hourly candle. Let's take a look at the 1 hour chart real quick. That's a pretty big indecision candle on the 1 hour, guys. 15 seconds here. This could be a reversal candle. Oh, in community. Where's community? See, I know nothing about the about Tradeovate charts. All right, new 5 minute candle, new hourly candle. Oh, explore community indicators. Gotcha. Trade bubbles and delta bubbles. Large trade bubbles. And delta bubbles. Bouncing a bit here again off of that 63 level. Look at that. So now I gotta add it, I guess. Indicators. Sethmo. Delta bubbles. Save. Oh, what the heck? I don't know if those are right. That's a lot of stuff on there. Custom? Large trade bubbles. Okay, large trade bubbles. Gotcha. Sethmo, turn that off. How do I remove it now? I'm so bad with this. I'm like, how do I remove these? That's a candlestick. Uh-oh. Do you know how I remove them now? Getting a push up here off this hourly candle here. We're up at 175 now. If I wanted to get off that, get those bubbles. Not the, I want to keep on the trade bubbles. Configure chart is how you remove it? Okay. Oh, gotcha. There we go. Delta bubbles. I do like those large trade bubbles though. All right, that 5-minute candle's over. Nice little bullish move there. We're out of the channel. We're above the EMAs. Not much for orders above though. Let's check out NQ. Small orders above. NQ, MNQ. Similar, pretty small orders. Okay, well, I got in along here. I'm going to be pretty aggressive. Put my stop in here right away if possible. Come on, let's go a little bit more. Let's go, let's go. Ooh, we got a green ball just showed up there. Put my stop down here at the lows for now. Low of this candle. See if we can't get it up to 195 area. Maybe not going to get much more continuation, it looks like, on this candle. 3 minutes left here. Let's see. Give it a minute. Some orders did come on below at 180. I'm going to put my stop up here at 177 for now. We'll just trail it up a bit. De-risk a little bit on this guy. Might end up getting stopped out. It's all good though. 2 micros, not a whole lot of risk here. Put in a TP up there. at 191, sort of in the middle of this bearish fair value gap. See if we can't get this to pop up there. No backing out now. Got in that long tube. Nice little breakout. Let's see if they're going to continue this move or not. Oh, you're looking for 30 points. We just have this pretty strong bearish fair value gap here. That's why I'm thinking front run the middle of this fair value gap a little bit. Might be hard to get 30 points in this market, though. So pulling back here a little bit, we got some orders at 180 here and a little bit below that 179, 178 area. Here I'm in a trade that I said I wouldn't be taking earlier. I wanted to get above 200 before we take a long, but there's a good chance that this could actually go up to 200, which is close to 200 anyways for that that overnight view up there. Expecting your buddy Trump to contribute. Let's hope he contributes in a bullish way. I'm eating a little bit of organic chia and coconut cereal, granola cereal. If we can get above 191 and hold it, we'll run, you think? Nice. 191 is where my TP is. 191.50. We do have some orders coming on at 200, which is a good sign. You know what? I might change this actually. Let's go down to 1. Let's take 1 off here. And then we'll leave the runner at break even. If we get that one off. Uh-oh. Looking like it's going to stop us here. Down 21 bucks. Yeah, it's gonna stop me out right here. Ba-doom. 3, 2, 1, go. Took one contract off there. There we go. We're out. That's too bad. This is exactly why I said I wouldn't be trading this area, but I didn't listen to my own suggestions here. But that's all good. Is this going to be an entry? Maybe? I'm a little reluctant, guys. Where's Trump when you need him? Expecting to retrace due to the 8 p.m. resistance and push through? Yeah, it's just not my favorite price action here. Is what it is. We do still have a, well, I guess we don't have it there. This is we do have a 3-minute bullish fair value gap here on that push up. So maybe this is going to be a support level here. Split Striker, good morning from the UK. Hey, good morning, sir. We got a bank holiday, low volume, not a whole lot going on. How was your week, Split Striker? I've had a decent week so far. I did pass a Lucid eval today. So I got a Lucid 50K Flex funded account now. Well, we're breaking down, guys. That was some manipulation, hey? Hey, thank you, Tony. How do I rotate trade across multiple accounts? I usually try to take one or two trades in one account, and then if it's green or red, I'll just move on to another, right? Just try to risk sync it. So yeah, just try to risk sync it. So if I get a green, 150 to 300 bucks profit, I'll just like move to the next account, just kind of go through multiple accounts. So I currently have 2 funded accounts with Top One Futures, 1 funded account with Lucid, and I'm working on 5 new take profit trader evals. So awful week for me. No payouts this week. 3 lost funded accounts. Damn. Past 2 evals, so building profit on them. My Tradeify accounts are locked out during the transition to live. Oh yeah, you mentioned that you're going to live for though. That's awesome though. And Wednesday and Thursday, worst 2 trading days for me since you started. Like for worst days ever, or like Wednesday and Thursday typically are your worst days? So we're back up to the 172 area here. Are they going to just trick us into thinking that they're going to buy it up again and then push it back down? Angia, good morning, I guess for you, right? Hey, Sam. Hi, how are you? You can't believe you made it. What do you mean? What did you make? I need to lock out at 300 loss if I only need 150 for the payout. I just need to lock it out at 300 loss if I only need 150 for the payout. Gotcha. What did you make it, Angia? Or you made it to the stream, you mean? Oh yeah, Thursday night I'm streaming, even though it's a bank holiday. We'll be live again also tomorrow morning for Market Open. It's going to be another slow moving day though, I'd say. Yeah, where that was a car, I think his name was, and yeah, that's interesting. Hey, this guy throwing so much money. And then we had Danny B, which I've never even chatted with or anything. He just popped in the channel, tipped 50 USD, and then 50 bucks, and then took off. Interesting, eh? Trading game, what's up? Good evening, guys. Hope you guys are green today. Yeah, I'm pretty good, Angie. I passed my Lucid eval, so we got a Lucid Flex funded account now. Futures used to always close at 1:15 on holidays. When did it change? It might be a short day tomorrow. It could be a short day tomorrow. I'm not sure about that. Let me ask real quick. Okay, closes at 9:15 EST. Prop accounts call for closures by 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tomorrow morning, you mean? So there is no trading tomorrow, is what you're saying? And Profit and Ranga. Gotcha. Okay, well, thanks for the heads up. I'll sleep in then. I better message Nick then, because I think Nick was going to be getting up for to trade tomorrow. Cash account is money. Cash account is money you deposited. Funded account is a sim account using prop firms. Yes. Oh, can you? Sorry, I missed that comment earlier. Can you please briefly explain what are the pro and cons of a cash account versus a funded account? Well, the thing is with a cash account, you have to have more money. Obviously, you gotta put more of your money on the line. That would kind of be a con, right? But a pro is that there's going to be less rules on it, right? You're not going to have a daily loss limit. You're not going to have profit targets to take out your profits. There's a bunch of things like that. Whereas the funded account or like a prop account is you're going to put less money to get the account. You can get a nicer return on investment at without risking too much of your own capital. But at the same time, it does come along with some more rules in regards to your trading, right? So depending on what type of firm you have like max loss limits, daily loss limits, consistency rules. So like if you have a certain 50% consistency, you can only make half of your $3,000 target in one trading day. If you make more, then you're going to have a higher profit target in the end. So there's definitely some pros and cons. If you're still new and you're learning, then I would say prop firms are better because you can get more experience over time with putting less money in. And then if you start getting really good, you can also scale up your prop firms by copy trading multiple accounts at a time, right? NFO is tomorrow at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. NFP. Yeah, NFP. Yeah, you're right. So then, Profit, so you're saying that the market closes 15 minutes before New York would typically open, right? 9:15 a.m. Eastern. Nice. Okay. Yeah. So it looks like I'm just going to be doing real estate homework tomorrow then. Hey, you're welcome, Sam. Have you been trading long? Are you relatively new, or have you been trading for quite a long time? And where are you tuning in from? Are you in the US or UK or Asia? Sunday Open will have huge reaction to NFP since market is closed tomorrow. Yeah, I'll be live Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern time, guys. No, not 6 p.m. 10 p.m. Eastern time. Like our usual Sunday night madness trading session. So since we're going to be closed tomorrow, I guess I'll see you guys on Sunday after we wrap up this stream here. Yeah, and who knows what actually is going to happen over the weekend geopolitically. Yeah, exactly right. Lots of stuff can happen over the weekend here. Typically, Trump likes to wait for the market to close before he does his craziness, right? Been a long time, but never tried a funded account. Okay. Yeah, so if you're looking for a good funded account, definitely check out Lucid here, Lucid Trading. They have really good, decent rules. They have one-time fee. There's no monthly subscription. There's no activation fee. Once you pass these accounts, you can actually trade them for as long as it takes for you to pass them. So there's no pressure on a timeline kind of idea. And then if you pass the eval for, I think you can get in for less than 129. It's about 50% off if you use my discount code MBT, Market Butcher Trades. Pick one of those up, get it passed. It would be, what does that say? It says 195. So it's around $100, a little over $100. And then once you get to the funded account, once you pass that, you got a 500 payout profit target. So you got to get to 2,600 profit total. And you got some decent rules on daily drawdowns. But a lot of this is you're gonna have to do some research on the rules, right? How's it going with the Lucid Flex accounts? The account type I've gotten the most payouts from. I love them. Yeah, I just got my first funded Lucid Flex today, so I'll let you know in a little while. You push for a 1 day profit of 500 to 1,000. Nice. Yeah. Lucid Flex funded rules. You just got to get 5 days of $150, right? And then you can look for a payout. The infinite days of 150 minimum profit taking payout every 5 days. Nice. Yeah. You have already Interactives and Robinhood account. The cons is that we cannot keep longer a position when it goes against. Yes, totally. But you'll find the same issues in prop accounts, right? Because for one, prop accounts, they don't let you really hold it overnight. So that's one, I guess you could call a con. And you have drawdown rules, right? So if the price goes against you too much, it'll take you out of profit. So yeah, you're right. If you're in a funded account, you can't hold it overnight, right? You got to kind of close it by the end of the day. Yeah. The minimum payout's 500, so you need to have 1,000 profit for a minimum payout, and you can take 50% of the profit. Oh, nice. Okay, I didn't know that. That's awesome. Yeah, I haven't really looked that deep into it. So, so if you get $1,000 in the 5 days of 150, then you can take out $500 is what you're saying. Nice. And there's no consistency rule. So if you get a big day where you make 1,000, like you're saying, that's awesome, right? Yeah, so in the first day, getting a little more helps. Yeah, I'm probably going to try to be patient to wait for a nice trending day to take get a nice W in there. Not a day like today. Up, down, 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 up, back down, now back up. Like, what the heck, man? What the heck? Well, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up here, guys. It is getting pretty late for me, 10:30 p.m. here. But thanks for hanging out, everybody. Appreciate you guys. Let's just take a look. How many subscribers do we got? Oh, 775. So we got 5 subscribers today. Thank you so much for anyone who's new who did subscribe. And we also hit 37 likes, which is pretty good considering, well, right now we have 42 people in YouTube and 5 in X. So that's awesome. Thank you so much, everybody. Let's just do a quick little shout out here. Tony, Jeremy, Ranga, Jerry, Heavy D, Sean Reeves, NHO Profit, Yo Jim Blab, Money Mitch, Dark OJ, Johan, Mr. Maybe, Rod, L Crew 2020, Sam, Angia, the 4th Punisher, the X Punisher, sorry, 44th, the X Punisher, Lam Thao, Tim Core, Rob Miller, Split Striker, Kalen, the Hawk Flies, Q4 Pilot, So 467, Rizzy Regis, JBR Trader, Vladimir Putin, Bismarck, Trading Game, AG Trader, and Trades with L. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you tuning in. Thanks for the likes and anyone who did subscribe before and today. Appreciate you guys, obviously. We'll be looking forward to seeing you guys, Sunday night. So have a good night, broski. Congrats on passing the Lucid and getting the affiliation with Lucid. Yeah, I've been affiliated with Lucid now for a while. I love them. Nothing but good things to say about them. So it's awesome. Yeah. Thanks, Rob Miller, Jeremy. See you Tuesday. Got a new granddaughter coming Monday. Wow, that's awesome. Congratulations. That's worth a little bit of celebration here. Congratulations. That's amazing, Jeremy. Good luck with that. You're going to be a happy granddad. All right, guys. Thanks so much. We'll see you on the flip side. I'll be live again Sunday night, guys. So if you are around, we'll see you then. Peace out. Have a good night. Have a great weekend. And we'll see you on the flip side. All right. See ya.